Welcome to Our Best Self, a discussion sharing forum to help you see habits and practices that will lead to your happiness and success personally and professionally. Mental strength, happiness, health, business success, and the gamut at large. All right, so today we're going to focus on crow. And by crow, we mean eating crow. And when we think about humble pie, basic tasks, really the dirt and the grind and maybe the administrative activities, often we think about these as our entry-level activities and things we need to do when we're just starting out. And at some point, we go through a phase where we believe that we have matured beyond them, where we are above these activities. And these activities still must be done. These are the foundations of what helps a business thrive and survive and just be amazing. And so when we think about these humble pies, these basic activities, often we think about how we're going to be moving beyond these. And what I want you to think about, and what I hope you pull from this, is that there is no activity that is too small or too large for you to work on. And I think if you have that mindset, you suddenly look at, if you're training as an athlete, and looking at basic movements, right? Maybe you successfully were able to do a pull-up one day, and then you haven't gone back. You just keep doing more technical versions of a pull-up. Or you're able to do things on the rings, or you're a weightlifter and you've got great movements. Going back to the basics always makes us better. The repetition of good movements and the repetition through core pieces of our craft and of our business, number one, helps us revisit to what made us achieve the heights we have reached. But more than that, if you go back to these core activities, you suddenly discover things that maybe you could improve and evolve. And I think what's most interesting and the biggest opportunity is, what can we do more in these areas? And I like to draw the examples to leaders that we admire. We all want to be the leaders, the role models for our children. We want to be the reality of who we can see ourselves as being possible to achieve. The idea that we will be able to become and have become a good person, for instance, is so important, and it's within our grasp. The idea of maybe someone who, maybe you want to see a better world, you want to see a cleaner world. When you walk by a piece of trash, do you pick it up or do you leave it there? If you're in a restroom, is there something you can do to make it better? These little things, these little behaviors of straightening up the chairs when you're done with an area. They seem real super minor, but when you watch and you see the leaders around you that you wish to mimic and learn and build from, you might capture how they are empathetic to employees, how they're good listeners, how they focus on the problem and building up the people to go after more problems. But you also will see them doing the small things every moment. You'll see them tucking in the chairs. You'll see them picking up the trash in the hallway as they're walking by. You will see them help carry things from A to B. You're going to see them do all these very menial tasks and do it joyfully. The UPS and FedEx are great examples where the leadership and the executives, those that have moved maybe decades from those lines, go back to the lines to help on the trucks, to help load the trucks during the busy seasons, right? They're not too fancy. They just do the work that gives the best experience. And the reason we want to not only do these tasks, but find the best way to do them, is it gives us the chance to have the best product possible. And I want to highlight that because the details of what bring the best product forward is how we execute everything within the business. Our individual behaviors are the barometer and the determinant of what we can bring to the market. The menial is actually the single factor that makes our product successful. Everything from how do we handle our customer service, how do we package it, how do we ship, how do we reply, how do we answer the phones, how does it look when somebody comes by. These are so important. They all add up. And we want to keep building each other up and keep serving in a way that allows us as a team to bring these great products forward. And when you think about it, in some level, we are the product, right? Our ability to do the menial activities allows us to get better and better in our pursuits, and it has an additive effect. So, professionally, if you're working on something and there's a need to jump in and tackle and either help a team or something just needs to get done, don't be fancy. Be okay with getting in there. You know how to do this work. You've done it before. You have the skill. So do it at an amazing level, quickly and efficiently, without expectation, without drama, and keep going. You are needed in that moment. So give the moment. If you're looking at it from a personal perspective, think about it from a development level. Think about the things that you used to do that helped you get to where you are today. What can you pull from that moment and bring forward? And I think if you look at it from that perspective, you're going to pull things that might have been really enjoyable. And you're also going to pull things that you now will be able to modify and improve for whoever's on your team doing it also. Or maybe you're doing it and you have found another way. And so these moments, these menial activities, or the foundations that got you there are worth your time. So I would encourage you to jump on them as they are and just do your best. So my ask of you at this very moment is to do at least 2 menial activities today. If you see a piece of trash, pick it up. If you see something that could be done a little bit better for a customer or for yourself, go ahead and do that. And see how you feel and how you personally feel, how the business feels afterwards. I guarantee you it will be worth it. Thank you for joining me on the project. This has been fun, and I am happy to share, today's ideas from my hotel room. Pretty modest accommodations, and just been sitting here, working and writing and getting some project work done. And just apologies, because it's 12:18. Grinding a little bit. We're starting our day at 5:30 tomorrow, so gonna sign off. I want to wish you well, and let's just keep having fun. That's it. Love you guys. Thank you for listening to Our Best Self podcast. This is a passion project where I'm sharing the daily writings and studies from around the world and best that I can find for you.